Hello everyone. Today I'm going to continue chapter 7 of Standard 11 Commerce Indian Economy session 6. In last session of the particular chapter I already completed Indian economy before independence. The points, that is the railway, roadways, banks, social structure, later it was discussed. Then after agriculture, land revenues, high rates of taxes, and the last one which I discussed yesterday, that was the high rates of the excise and customs. So that is the Indian economy before independence. Now moving towards the next and last 4 to 5 points, that is the ninth number under Indian economy, industrial policy. This policy of the industry in the time period of the Britishers, that is we can say at the time period of the Industrial Revolution, was very crucial. Let's take some of the information about that one. The period from that 1750 to 1830 was the period of the Industrial Revolution. Actually in Britain this Industrial Revolution was started in 1650, right? And they passed through the different countries from the Britain time period, that is 1750 to the 1830. So that is the Industrial Revolution in the time period. Also in that time period East India Company started establishing the rule in India, in our country, right? So in this time they started the particular rule in our country. And also in 1858, after the particular time period of the Industrial Revolution in Britain, right, in 1858 the British government established its rule in our country. So this is the time period. Once again East India Company first of all started the rule in our country, and then after the Britishers. Both are from the same country, but one started as a company, another started as the ruler. ओके सो इसका मतलब ऐसा होता है कि पीरियड जो 1715 से शुरू हुआ था 1813 तक का, 1830, दैट इज द इंडस्ट्रियल रिवॉल्यूशन एग्जैक्टली. Okay, and in that time period both East India Company as a company coming for the trading, and then after the rurals, that is the British government, they started a rule over our country. So this discussion is important because British government adopted the policy that made Indian investor lost their confidence. So whatever the policy they made for the industry, that means कि Indian investor, those who are investing in the different industrial sector, lost their confidence. They are ready to invest but their confidence was not good as before. So उनका जो विश्वास था, उनका जो कॉन्फिडेंस था, उनका जो लेवल था इन्वेस्टमेंट का, वो बहुत ज़ीरो लेवल पे हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट. Also our country's development, right? British government started the different type of the policies. So the development of Indian industry, our country's industry, right, was totally lopsided. Lopsided, that is the word. It is important because it is one sided related, one sided of the different things. कोई भी एक चीज़ ले लो so one sided lower हो जाती है, that is lopsided, एक साइड पे. So इसका मतलब ऐसा हुआ कि डेवलपमेंट was done in our country but it is for the Britishers, not for the Indians. तो उनका डेवलपमेंट हो रहा था, हमारा डेवलपमेंट नहीं हो रहा था. And that lopsided, that is in the character sense, right? And also some of the information that is related to the industries, that is some of the concentration was given on the light and consumer goods industry. That means not given on heavy industries. So light and consumer goods, mostly the focus on consumer goods because they want to attract the consumers to purchase the different goods and light goods. That started, but no attention was given to the manufacturing, different type of the manufacturing industry, heavy industries, that is chemical, textile, fertilizers. Okay, key and basic industries, what is important, cement and other industries, right? So these industries are basic and key industries, heavy industries, but focus was not given on that one. No attention was there or there on this particular thing. Are you getting the point? These particular industries are there in the, or at that time we were there in the Britain. So they are not focusing on our countries industry, right? They are focusing on the their country. So they focus only in consumer goods in our country. So उनको सिर्फ अपना ही फायदा चाहिए था. That's why this particular industry looking after this. Manufacturing, heavy, key, basic, all are same, but different industries are there. Okay, so their concentration was not on this, attention was not on this. Later on some of the policy was sent related to the different type of the industrial sectors, right, to raw materials from India to Britain. So policy they prepared or made that type of whatever the raw materials is there in our country, because you know that one our country from the beginning we are agrarian country providing the different type of the raw materials. So that raw materials are provided by India to Britain and then after sent goods made in Britain to India. सो हमारे यहाँ ही रॉ मटेरियल यूज़ करके हमको ये चीज़ वो वापस दे रहे थे, राइट. सो दैट इज़ द थिंग ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर industrial policy. Another thing related to this manufacturing heavy and key industries, that some of the chemicals industries and some of the fertilizer industries was not given concentration. That point is important too. Okay, so most of the industrial policy was related to that country, that is Britain. Next one, इकोनॉमिक एक्सप्लोटेशन. जैसे सब तरह सबका भी एक्सप्लोटेशन हो रहा था, ऐसे इकोनॉमी का एक्सप्लोटेशन उस टाइम पे था. लेट्स सी हाउ. For benefit for their own economy, here the own word it is used for the Britishers, the East India Company, right. So own economy benefit was there. East India Company and British government, they started that type of the policy which exploited Indian resources. So our resources were totally ruined, exploited. They are using in a different way, okay, and taking the benefits of that and giving that benefits to their own country, and also then after promoted their own industries. So they want to promote their industry, not our industries, which exploit our different resources, natural, man-made. Mostly natural resources were at the highest point, so they ruin that resources and using. Right? That is the better information regarding that in the particular past in your social studies. But simply they ruined and the resources was totally exploited. And also our Indian agriculture, what is the main agriculture sector, our Indian agriculture sector was totally exploited, right, by the high land revenues, right. And regarding this the discussion was done, land revenues, in the last sessions, right, point number 6. So that is the thing. Next point, after the exploitation of economy, exploitation of artisans. जो लोग के पास कोई एक स्किल होता है उसका यूज करके वो कुछ अर्निंग करते हैं, राइट, दैट पर्सन एज आर्टिसंस. द ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी उनको भी नहीं छोड़ा. सो द ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी एक्सप्लोइटेड दैट आर्टिसंस बाय obtaining goods from them, right, obtaining the goods from them, whatever they made, prepared or manufactured, they obtain from them and sell in the ब्रिटेन. सो सिंपली इधर ये बात बनाने की ज़रूरत है कि वो लोग हमारे आर्टिसंस का बना हुआ अपने गुड्स अपने कंट्री में ज़्यादा भाव से बेचते थे. सो एक्सप्लोटेशन ऑफ दैट ऑब्टेनिंग गुड्स फ्रॉम देम अप टू 15 to 40% लोअर प्राइजेस, राइट, लोअर प्राइजेस 15 to 40% में वो परचेज करते थे एंड देन आफ्टर सोल्ड देम in the world, not only the Britain but in whole world, because our artisans, you know that one in standard 10 already discussion was there, right, regarding with artisans. Different things were there, different type of the related information was also discussed. So it is sold out in the world at higher prices, and then after selling that higher prices they made high profits and more and more profits. तो 15% से 40% तक वो हमसे खरीदते थे, हमारे आर्टिसन से खरीदते थे, वो कई चीज़ें थी, राइट, और उसको हाई प्राइसेस से बाजार में यानी वर्ल्ड मार्केट में बेचते थे एंड मेड द मोर एंड मोर प्रॉफिट, राइट. सो दैट इज़ द वन टाइप ऑफ द पॉलिसी ऑफ द ब्रिटेन. ऑल्सो आफ्टर द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट रूल, उनका जो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट रूल खत्म हुआ, दे स्टार्टेड सेलिंग इन इंडिया, राइट, एट द चीप गुड्स. सो द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट रूल जो ख़त्म हुआ उनका और चल भी रहा था जो भी, तो दे स्टार्टेड सेलिंग इन आवर कंट्री इन इंडिया चीप गुड्स मैन्युफैक्चर्ड इन इंग्लैंड एंड रूइंड द स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया. सो ये तो ऐसी बात हुई कि अच्छा माल, अच्छा गुड्स वो अपनी कंट्री में बेच रहे हैं, अच्छा गुड्स बाहर का वर्ल्ड में बेच के माल कमा रहे, दैट मीन्स अर्निंग द मोर एंड मोर प्रॉफिट. एंड देन आफ्टर, राइट, द डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ द गुड्स विच दे made at a cheap rates or prepared at the cheap rates in England and selling in our country, and totally ruined or spoiled our small scale industry, that is SSI, right. It is very useful for the rural area, it is totally ruined at that time. Okay, so that is the thing. exploitation of artisans, important point for the time period of that Indian economy before independence. Next one, that is the point regarding the Indian economy before independence. 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th number, investment pattern. See, most of the people always try to invest in country at the time period of the independence, but see here, Britishers made only those investments in India which benefited to them. सो वो वही इन्वेस्टमेंट हमारी कंट्री में कर रहे थे जो उनके लिए बेनिफिट था और उनको ज़्यादा बेनिफिट करवाता था या प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा दिलवाता था. सो दे ऑलवेज ट्राइंग टू इन्वेस्ट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्रीज और इन दैट पर्टिकुलर फील्ड फ्रॉम वेयर दे कैन अर्न मोर, जो उनको ज़्यादा मिलता था. टेकिंग वन एग्जाम्पल, सी फॉर एग्जाम्पल they invest in railways and road networks, right, because it is very useful for the transport, commute, also we can say movement of the goods. So railway and road were created to help transport or raw materials and goods for their own industry. Okay, so transportation, movement of the goods is done through the railway and road, so they always try to increase the investment in that one. A best example is there, our Indian railway. Still it is as it is, looking after the particular construction of that railways, it is high class. Just imagine what type of the material they used at that time. Okay, so for the material, for the raw material and goods for their own country, right? For their industrial also. Also investment in education was made to educate personnel. Here the personnel word, that is the human resource, right? This word is important for the our economy and commerce. Personnel, that is human resource. So most of the time they invest in education, right, which will educate the personnel, human resources to run the British administration. उनका जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है, उनका जो संचालन करना है, उनके लिए जो भी चाहिए उसका एजुकेशन वो लोग दे रहे थे, एंड नॉट गिविंग टू द इंडियंस, बट इंडियंस वेर प्रिवेंटेड फ्रॉम गेटिंग टेक्निकल एजुकेशन. तो हमारी कंट्री के हमारे लोग को किसी भी टाइप का टेक्निकल एजुकेशन नहीं मिल रहा था उस टाइम पे. दैट इज नॉट गुड. तो इट इज़ ऑलरेडी गिवन टू दी ब्रिटिशर्स, राइट, और जो उनको ज़रूरत थी उनको ही वो ऐसा एजुकेशन दे रहे थे. टेक्निकल एजुकेशन हमारे लिए प्रोहिबिटेड था. ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड कॉलेजेस फॉर मेडिसिन एंड सिविल इंजीनियरिंग इंडिया फॉर देयर बेनिफिट. कई मेडिकल कॉलेज खुली थी, राइट, कई ऐसी सिविल इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज भी खुली थी, वो सिर्फ उनके लिए थी. इसी का फ़ायदा इंडियन पब्लिक या इंडियन सिटीजन या कोई भी पॉपुलेशन को नहीं हो रहा था, राइट. तो मेडिसिन रिलेटेड वो भी उनके लिए ही था. ऑल्सो समटाइम्स दे आर इन नीड ऑफ द सिविल इंजीनियर्स. They needed civil engineers for public works department, that is PWD. This was already discussed by me. So needed that civil engineers for the both country, that is for the British and for India also. So because of that PWD work, they started to give admission to the civil engineers in India for their own benefit, for their countries and for the both countries, because construction is required in different field for the transport, right. So for that and some of the benefits, so that's why simply the work is given to the different civil engineers. So also sometimes the benefit is there to given to their own country, but sometimes it is to the India also. They did not promote the studies in science and technology in India, right? So that is the another weak point of that time period, right? Actually they gave the different of the things to India, but sometimes they are in that type of the situation and intentionally they didn't give the एजुकेशन रिलेटेड थिंग्स टू अवर कंट्री. सो डिड नॉट प्रमोट स्टडीज़ इन साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. उन्होंने साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी का स्टडीज़ था, और साथ में कोई भी ऐसा स्टडीज़ जो उनकी में भी उनके लिए अच्छा हो, वो हमारी कंट्री के लोगों के लिए नहीं बनाया था, उनको देते भी नहीं थे एजुकेशन में एडमिशन. ओके, सो सिंपली दे मेड द पर्टिकुलर सिलेक्टिव इन्वेस्टमेंट्स विच इज़ डन बाय द ब्रिटिशर्स इन इंडिया. तो वॉट एवर द सिलेक्टिव इन्वेस्टमेंट वॉज देयर, it is on the basis of their own benefits. Next one, 13th, the last one, payment burden. Different of the payments are there on our heads, Indian heads. अपने सिर पर सब कुछ डाल दिया था ब्रिटिशर्स ने. लेट्स सी, पेमेंट्स were made to British from India's income with huge salaries of their personnel. I told you personnel, that is human resource, their own country's people, that means personnel. that is own of that Britishers ह्यूमन रिसोर्स, उनके जो लोग होते हैं, और ये हमारा कॉमर्शियल वर्ड है, याद रखने की ज़रूरत है, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स. तो दैट इट विथ होम चार्जेस. तो हियर द पेमेंट्स आर डन फ्रॉम द आवर कंट्री, राइट, which is generated through our country. Income is generated in India, and the salary, huge salaries to given there. So this type of the particular or specific things, that is the एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव पेमेंट, जो सब कुछ काम करे थे, एडमिन करे थे, उनका पेमेंट. मेंटेनेंस ऑफ आर्मी, आर्मी का मेंटेनेंस अपने सिर पर था, इंडियन पे. वॉर एक्सपेंसेस, राइट. पेंशंस टू रिटायर्ड ऑफिसर्स, राइट. पेंशन दैट इज द वर्ड रिलेटेड टू द कॉमर्स, दैट इज रिटायर्ड ऑफिसर्स, दे विल गेट द बेनिफिट्स इन कैश. ऑल्सो अदर एक्सपेंसेस, इट इंक्लूड्स डिफरेंट एक्सपेंसेस बाय ब्रिटिशर्स टूवर्ड्स ऑफ देयर कॉलोनी. वो आपको मालूम है कॉलोनी वर्ड, दैट इज द कॉमन वर्ड एट दैट टाइम. So that is the Britishers their own colony, for that expenses are done. Also this all the payments, whatever the discussion is done here, that is known as home charges and were paid by India. It is paid by our country, that is by India. So all were known as the home charges, right. So if the question is there, what is the home charges, you have to write down the payment were made to the British from India income and the list, that is the home charges. Okay, so after this one, home charges includes the three different components, right. It is made of the three different type of the elements. Like first one, that is interest payment for debts incurred in maintaining Indian colony. हमारी कॉलोनी, इंडियन कॉलोनी जो उन्होंने एस्टेब्लिश की थी, उसके पीछे जो भी मेंटेनेंस के एक्सपेंस लगते हैं, उसका जो भी डेट होता है, उसका पेमेंट हम करते हैं. दूसरा, इंडियन interest on railway, that means कि whatever the interest is done, right, whatever the work is done, right, in the field of the railway, उसके भी जो खर्चा होता था, उसका जो इंटरेस्ट होता था, वो भी. एंड लास्ट वन, मिलिट्री चार्जेस. तो थ्री टाइप्स आर देयर. द फर्स्ट वन, once again, payments, interest payment for that incurred in maintaining Indian colony. Second one, interest on the railway and civil, right, civil is also there with the railway, and the military charges. So civil word is there also with railway, civil charges was there because the construction field was also there. So civil charges include the different type of the charges, not only the construction related but other charges are there to run the country. So finally at the end, Britishers left India in 1947. As you know, Indian agriculture, that is the primary sector, industry, that is the secondary sector, and trade, that is the tertiary service sector, were totally destroyed. We can say it is totally destroyed with the our country's total income was passed on to the other country, that is the Britain. Okay, so totally destroyed or devastated, that is destroyed then by them, devastated was done. And lastly, we can say a country which was once highly prosperous was impoverished, that is the under poverty, poorness was increased. So that is the end of the our Indian economy before independence during the British rule. In next session I will start Indian economy after independence. ब्रिटिशर्स गए 1947 में यहाँ पर, उसके बाद हम टोटली impoverished हो गए, दैट मीन्स के विद द लोअर इनकम, विद द poverty, that will increase. So in Indian economy after independence, I will discuss the different type of the point related to the country's economy, that will include the per capita income, agriculture, industry, service sector, population, poverty, unemployment, human development. Different type of the points are there. Okay, so at that time I will tell you about that one. So that is the end of this Indian economy before independence. We discussed 13 different points. Okay, that is the before independence. Thank you.